Everything is working well, Miss, so I think there is no problem.
Yes, Karen knows how it works.
Not at all.
Now you're educated free.
Okay, now we are gonna continue with the fifth group that is made by Belén, Maria Emilia, Evelyn, Marcia, Michelle, and Sharon. I no, it's working. So please give them a big applause.
Check.
It's working?
Yes, it's working.
Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. I want to thank you all for coming here today. And I'm pleased to introduce my team. I'm pleased to introduce my team, Belén Morera, María Morillo, Elin Robles, Marcia, and Michelle. So today we have a short talk about a main objective and a tool that is very necessary to achieve it. The main objective is content creation for social networks, and the tool that is very useful to achieve it is the social media plan. So can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, in order to be the height of the stair, we have to follow some steps. So we have to begin from the first step, that is define your goals. I have a question for this one, to see if you pay attention in my workshop. Do you remember what is the word that we use to create very effective objectives? Please raise your hand if you remember. The word. It was a word that was divided into other words and help us to remember the characteristics of the feature that our objectives needs to fulfill. Anyone remembers?
SWOT.
No, SWOT is about the stress, weakness, traits, and among others. No, the word is smart.
Smart.
Now you remember?
Smart. Yes. I wanted to say.
Okay. Smart is a word that is divided into specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. It's very helpful because it helps us to remember how the objectives need to be. For example, specific is to avoid be very general. You have to be delimited to specify very well your objective. And then measurable is, don't forget to measure your performance, let's say. Then achievable, that is you have to ask yourself if your objective is possible. And realistic, if it is your company have the budget or the necessary resources to achieve it. And timely is to establish a frame of time in order to achieve it. Then we have a step, the second step, that is conduct an audit. Conduct an audit is basically establishing a baseline of where your company currently is in social media. This is crucial or is very important in order to measure future success. Then we have the third step. We are almost in the top of the stair. That is build a calendar. Build a calendar is basically that you have to organize yourself. You have to organize your posts. For example, you have to put the author, the deadline, the title, the network you're going to use, and all those aspects. And then at the top of the stair, we have measure, adjust, and repeat. This is very important because it's the way you can measure your success. For example, nowadays we have a lot of technological tools that are really helpful in order to measure our success. For example, Google Analytics, Facebook Insights, Measure Insights. Do you have a question? No? Okay. So that's basically all the steps that we have to follow in order to achieve the main objective, that is to create a good content. And the tool, please don't forget it, the tool to achieve it is the social media plan. And now it's time to hear from my partner, Michelle. Thank you.
Well, thank you. First of all, good morning, classmates and dear professors. Now I'm going to speak a little bit about social media tools and strategies. Maybe you're wondering why these tools are necessary. So I'm going to share with you some reasons why companies should implement some of them. First of all, because these tools allow them to save a lot of time and even money because we are going to schedule some important processes that we have to keep in mind. The next one is that these tools have some metrics that allow us to track the path of our publications. As a result, we are going to be able to identify these users that will be interested in our content. The next one is that it allows us to analyze our performance with our audience. And the last one is that we can manage our notifications. So it allows us to have a profitable relationship in terms of the company and the users. So we have some types of social media tools. The first one, and it's my favorite, is Hotsuite. That is a platform that allows us to manage many social medias such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and many others. In few words, we can manage all of them in a single space. The next one is Facebook Business Manager. That is a tool created to manage Facebook and Instagram. As we know, Instagram nowadays is one of the most important social medias. I really love that because we can create campaigns, ads, and know the performance of these campaigns, and of course the result. In the case of Facebook, it works as a marketplace, so we can offer our products and services. The last one is Besumas. That is a software that allows us to identify different topics, and also it gives us the option to interact with influencers. As a result, both parts will be benefit. Now my classmate Marcia is going to speak.
Good morning. Today I am going to talk about online crisis management. Well, this consists of handling communications events on the internet that in some ways can damage the reputation of your brand, people, or your company. An online crisis can affect the user opinions. There are two types of users, lovers and haters. Haters write negative comments about your brand because they don't like it, they had a bad experience with that, or they want to damage it. Lovers, they like it and they recommend it. Also, to manage an online crisis, it is important to have a previous action plan, looking for solutions, avoiding rude answers, and analyzing how to solve the problem. The next slide, please. Now create your own brand. It is a marketing strategy that increases the value of a professional labor market, and it is about differentiating your brand from the competition and communicating your skills and knowledge and attitudes. Also, there are three phases. The first one is self-knowledge, define skills, objective, the mission and vision, then telling, focus on short, medium, and long term in strategy to achieve the objective, and communication, connect with a professional network and try to be consistent on publishing information since everyone can see it. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, there are two topics that they're going to develop, or try to develop this day. And one of them is strategies for promoting a personal brand. And the other one is promoting gamification into content creation. So, I'm going to start with this part. And when we are going to develop our brand, we first must define clear objectives. Without a destination in mind, we run the risk of not succeeding. And by setting specific and measurable objectives, we give the company a clear destination and a purpose. The other one is develop your own unique style. By developing your unique style, you're going to be, let's say, you're going to differentiate from the other competitors. And selection of a player persona, you already know about it, right? And understanding our audience, we're going to develop and to offer certain we're going to offer the desires and the needs that people want. And finally, the image care. The image care in today's digital age is I consider that it's pretty important because it will be well, with this kind of this topic, let's say, the company will be able to connect with the people that the company wants to reach. So the other slide, please. And on the other hand, regarding incorporating gamification into content creation, by developing these strategies, we are going to be able to capturing and retaining the attention of our audience, and that is something that today is difficult because of all the social media that we are involved today. And another one is the leveraging gamification techniques. This is important because through these techniques, the company will be able to interact with the people. For example, when people are going to or are having fun, they are more engaged with the activities or the products that the company is offering. And finally, through the web positioning, I don't know if you all know about Twitch. Yes.
Yes.
So Twitch is a big company that nowadays is very, this is like in the top of the streaming platforms, and many people use it. Many people use it just to mainly watch people playing video games, and this platform is a kind of interaction with the people in order to keep users coming back for more. So I'm going to give the microphone to Maria.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
Doing good.
Okay. Well, first we have WhatsApp marketing. What is WhatsApp marketing? WhatsApp marketing is a digital marketing strategy that aims to maximize the features of the platform, especially its instant messaging, as it is the third most widely used social network globally. Then we have WhatsApp Business. Have you ever used or heard about WhatsApp Business?
Yes.
You have a virtual store, right? And do you consider it is useful for your store?
Yes, because we can use it to make like a little button in the Instagram page, and then just click it and ask for the product they want to buy.
Of course. Well, WhatsApp Business helps companies to communicate better with their customers and increase their sales. Some of the characteristics that WhatsApp Business are the company profile, the automated messages, and a basic statistics panel. Some of the advantages that WhatsApp marketing has are the trust, that people trust the WhatsApp application and the sender of the messages, because sometimes they have them saved as contacts. Then the visibility, that, well, we all know that everyone knows about WhatsApp and and what it is. Then low competition and its ease of use, because with this social network you can send different content formats such as images, videos, audios, etc. Then we have advertising campaign on Facebook and LinkedIn. Well, Facebook has a vast amount of user information because they needed to, in order to reach a larger audience and promote their the platform. Some of the objectives that Facebook has are to promote different ads and in order to have more, let's say, more audience, to increase visitors in the Facebook application, to attract customers to use the web page, and to improve the brand awareness. Then we have LinkedIn. That LinkedIn is one of the most useful applications that we have, and now we can see it with the professional practice because we use this application to look for job positions that can be benefit for us as students. And well, it is aimed to business companies and also helps the education field. Yes, well, I will give the floor to my partner, Belén.
Thank you so much, Maria. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your attention and to be here. It's very important for us and for everyone to understand that kind of workshops and TED Talks that are very important. And now I'm going to explain a little bit about advertising campaign on YouTube. Well, you know that YouTube is one of the most important, or more than important, useful platforms that we can use around the world. And what are YouTube ads for? Do you know why YouTube ads first is important?
Yeah.
No? Okay. YouTube ads first can help companies to get leads, to drive web traffic, and also to create brand awareness. This is very important. And then I know that YouTube is very useful and it's very common. Everyone has YouTube, so there are different types of YouTube ads. Do you know what type of YouTube ads you have? Have you ever seen it? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, we know there is a lot of YouTube ads, and one of the most important, I'm going to explain 3. That is the skippable in video ad. That is one that you can skip. It can come at the beginning or at the end of the video. Then the non-skippable in video ads is the ones that you cannot skip, but it lasts around 20 seconds. It's very short. But then there is the bumper ads that is like the most common, I guess, because it's the ones who last 6 seconds. It's very short, and companies use that kind of ads to catch the attention because it's very short and they have to provide the most important information to catch the attention of the audience, right? And then the workshop explains us how to create a YouTube campaign. How to create it? Okay, it is important to know that when we're going to create a YouTube campaign, sorry for the grammar, we have to take into account that we have to create an account in Google Ads. So, because there is like link. And then, next slide please. The types of Instagram ads, it is very common because we can see in the feed of Instagram and also in Reels or Instagram stories that is very common to see some ads. And then in the marketplace or that space in marketing or where you can see like some products that people companies sell. And how to create an Instagram campaign, it is important because we have to link Instagram and YouTube. You have to have the same account, and then on Instagram we have to start to create the YouTube and we have to create the Instagram post. And then something very important is that we can choose the segmentation of the audience in this option in Instagram. And finally, the attribution. Do you know what is attribution? What attribution is? No, attribution is, for example, I'm going to post a product or an image of the product on Instagram. So I'm going to post it today. And I have 7 days to see how many views had my post. So this is the attribution. How many in a numerical value my product reach. So it will be it from us. And thank you so much for paying attention. If you have any question about it, if you have something, any question, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys. Bless social media. They became a fundamental part of our lives, not just for communicating, but also for trading. And we must be updated with them. So, now, last but not least, we are going to receive on this stage the last group that is made by Leonardo Chavarria, Carla Calderon, Alonso, and Mark. So please receive them with a big round of applause. And the stage is all yours, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Okay, my name is Clara Calderon, and my group is Alonso Calderon, Leonardo Chavarria, and Mark Coronel. Okay, we are going to talk about how to promote online business, and the first to promote online business is display advertising. Have you ever seen this kind of ad
Yes.
on a website? Okay, this is a display advertising. Display advertising is an online advertising using an ad, a visual ad on a website. So these ads must include a headline with branded message, promotion, and also contact information, and a button to learn more or to get more information to buy a product or service. These ads appear within the content at the bottom, at the top, and outside of the website. So can we go next please? Okay. The goal to this kind of advertising, display advertising, is to attract people to our website. And then we can send them some information about our product or our service. The next tool is email marketing. So, and also, I'm going to.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to talk a little bit about email marketing. You know if I'm being listened to, because I don't know how to hold the microphone yet. Okay, I'm going to talk, as I was saying, about email marketing, and it is a very simple concept. Email marketing consists basically on using all the email strategies to literally communicate with people and businesses. When I say people, I mean customers, of course. The importance, I'm sorry, email marketing relies on for current customers to keep in contact with them, but also for newer customers or for newer prospects, let's say, we can mention that the main function here would be to get to know for your company. Sorry, to get to know, to be known. Sorry, and also some tips. But before to go to the tips, I would like to mention some uses. The first one would be, as I was mentioning, to get to your company name or your brand to be known. Also to share information with customers. When I say information, I mean, for example, promotions, discounts, etc. Also, to get information from your customers, how would they like to get to get in contact with you? That's the kind of information you can get from them also. Now, talking a little bit about email marketing tips. The first one and the most important one is to build a list of contacts. It's literally to get the information from them. Specifically talking about email marketing, I'm referring, of course, to the email account. Also, do not overwhelm them. It means, well, as users, we do not like to get spam. So do not overwhelm your customers. Just share the information that you need them to know at the moment. For example, discounts, promotions, etc. Also, learn more about your customers. As I was saying before, you can get information from them. As an example that I was using before, you can know or you can learn actually how they would like to get to know information about your company, promotions, places where you are selling, etc. And the last tip would be to use CRMs. These are customer relationship management tools that will help you, for example, with the use of automized messages, of course. Yes. Can we go to the next slide? Okay, to conclude my participation, I have here some examples or types of email marketing. The first one would be welcome messages. This is very, very simple. It's literally to give an introduction to your company, to your new customers. Just letting them know the things that you are doing for the services and products, let's say, that you're offering. Also, newsletters, again, sharing information that you consider is important at the moment to share. Also, limited time offers. As I was saying before, it's important to let them know that you actually have offers at the moment, so they can actually get in contact with you and buy. Also, birthday messages that I consider is very, very attractive in the sense of creating a connection with the customer, a relationship with them. This is literally just to send a message, an email, when it's their birthday. It creates like a familiarity sensation with them, And about measuring success in email marketing, this is very, very simple. It's only to use the analytics tools that the email company is offering to you as a business. For example, that you can measure from there the amount of people that are clicking into your website. Also, the amount again of people that are actually interested in your company, in your services, in your products, in your offers. Those are some of the tools that we can use from measuring the success of your email marketing campaign. Now I'm going to give the floor to my next classmate. I hope everything was clear.
Good morning, professor and classmates. I hope that you're very well today. And well, first, thank you also Encana for giving us this important information for us as a future professional. And well, continuing with this presentation, I want to mention something similar like Carla said before. It's about advertising displays. In this case, we have two versions. The first one is the digital versions. We have, for example, billboards, TV ads, print ads, such as, for example, this paper news. And the second one, we have the online version. In this case, it's about websites. So, for example, if we want to have a good website, we have to think that it's really necessary that this page this page needs to try to attract more customers. So the idea is to create a website that, for example, have a good colors, good presentations. Maybe we can implement also, for example, promotions, products, the variety of products. And the idea with this kind of advertise is to create a contact with our customers in order to improve our incomes and our sales. So let's go to Mark, and he has more information for us.
Thank you so much for the important information about ads. Good morning, Professor Ms. Lin and Professor Curry. It's a pleasure to be here. And now I'm going to talk about an introduction to the CIM, that it's Search Engine Models. That means that the CIM is, for example, Google, Bing, Explorer, all those searchers are CIM. I want to ask something for the public here. Have you ever been in this situation and you're looking for something in the internet, whether it be Google, whether it be Bing, whatever, and you type something like wedding services or photographer? What is the first thing you see in Google Ads, in the top of the game?
That is sponsored.
Yeah, that it's a sponsor. What are called this on the top of the Google searches? This is organic result and paid advertising. Paid advertising means that someone paid for that advertising, but not every paid advertising is gonna be on the first and the top of the CIM. That's selected by something called CIM auction. It means someone's going to pay something. Could be $1, could be $2, $3. But also it is important the relevance and the quality of your ad. So if your ad doesn't have the quality enough, even though you paid for that, it's not going to be in the top because it is not relevant. Also, I want to talk something about pay-per-click. Pay-per-click means if you pay for the advertising, the people who click on the advertising, you have to pay for that people who click on your advertising. It is important to get the people. If you get the people with your advertising, you're not losing, because if you put your ad there and people start clicking and you don't get results, it means that your advertising is not working. Okay, coming back to the auction. Quality score. The quality score means in scale to 1 to 10 in which your ad is going to be rated. If it is 5 or more or superior than 5, it means that it's good. But it's less than 5, it means that it don't have relevance. And now I'm going to talk about how to improve your sales campaign. Before we saw what is a CIM and what is the auction. But now we need to know how to get the more results as possible. The first is achieve relevance. If you are not relevant in your ad, you're not gonna appear on the top of the search engine. That means that you have to get the most with your keywords. That means that you have to choose your subject line correctly, according to the relevance of the public. Also, you need to know what is the most relevant topic at the moment and what people are looking for. If someone is looking for wedding photography, you have to let them know what is your product with a description. With a description of the product, because there could be a misunderstanding in your ad. Because, for example, you are a photographer in London and you're a photographer of landscapes, but someone is looking for a photographer of I don't know, weddings or something else. But you're just for landscape. You have to let them know that you're a photographer for landscape or tourist. That's it. And the keywords have to match the types that I was talking about, has to match in which is your business about. And for last, you need to know what is working and what is not working in order to change it and repeat it again. Once you repeat it again, you can get the most possible customers. Thank you so much for being here.
Guys, we already finished with all the presentations. I think it has been a wonderful time with you, which we have learned a lot from marketing online and also about how to develop ourselves in a stage. I think this is one of the most difficult things, presenting in front of a public, but I think you all did it very well. So congratulations for all of us, and congratulations for you both professors, because you have been really good teachers, Ms. Ling and Ms. Navarrete. Thank you for all the process. I think you are a very important part of our process of developing our professional life and also our personal life. We will remember you along our lives, make sure of it. So thank you very much, and I'll give you the microphone if you want to say something or if you have something we should know.
You said it very well. So thanks a lot, guys, for your participation today. I think Ms. Navarrete and myself, we are very proud of your work. It's been a pleasure to have you here today. And I think your performance is an excellent way to assess how much you've learned in the course. And working together is a wonderful way to put everything together, to wrap it up in one effort, right? And thanks a lot for taking this seriously. Thanks a lot for the time invested. Thanks a lot for your participation, your wonderful work in class. This is the outcome, right? Thanks a lot for taking the time, for dressing up for the activity. That's important, not because clothes are important, but because of the formality that we need to have when we are professional people, right? The formality is everything. Showing up on time, dressing according to the situation, preparing material, and doing things well. I think this round of applause is definitely for you, okay? See them in your class this afternoon.
Yes.
So say the fancy clothes for the activity.
Yes, before the afternoon. We're gonna do something for the afternoon, guys. See, it's gonna be kind of long since there are many groups, so I would like to divide the groups in two. Some of you are gonna be at one